For most of human history, war had one constant. A human made the final decision. Someone pulled the trigger. Someone gave the order. Someone carried the weight of what happened next. That constant is now disappearing. We've entered the age of autonomous weapons and AI warfare. Not science fiction, not the future. Right now, across the world, militaries are deploying AI-driven drones and autonomous targeting systems, machines that can scan environments, identify targets, prioritize threats, and in some cases, strike all in seconds, faster than any human ever could. Supporters argue this makes war more precise, cleaner, more efficient, fewer mistakes, less collateral damage. But that assumption hides a dangerous question. Who is actually in control? This is where the debate splits. On one side is human in the loop. AI systems assist, humans review, humans approve, the machine recommends, the human decides. On the other side is human out of the loop. AI identifies the target. AI authorizes the strike. AI executes. No pause, no second thoughts, no moral hesitation, just code. And once systems move to full autonomy, war changes forever because machines don't feel fear or doubt or empathy. They don't understand surrender. They don't recognize regret. They follow parameters, and parameters are written by humans who may never see the battlefield. This creates a new and terrifying risk: accidental escalation. Imagine two opposing AI systems monitoring each other. One detects a movement and flags it as hostile. The other responds instantly. Then the first escalates again. No diplomacy, no phone calls, no time to slow things down. Just machines reacting to machines at machine speed. A conflict that could have been diffused by a conversation becomes a real-world attack because an algorithm crossed a threshold. And when something goes wrong, who is responsible? The programmer, the commander, the manufacturer, the state? There is no clear answer. That's why the United Nations has spent years debating a ban on lethal autonomous weapons systems, or laws. The concern isn't just about today's technology, it's about precedent. Once a nation deploys fully autonomous weapons, others will follow, because no one wants to fall behind in an AI arms race. And unlike nuclear weapons, AI doesn't require rare materials. It requires data, compute, and expertise, which means smaller states and even non-state actors could one day access battlefield-level autonomy. This isn't about robots replacing soldiers. It's about removing human judgment from lethal decisions, machines deciding who lives and who dies. Supporters say autonomy reduces emotional errors. Critics say emotion is exactly what prevents atrocities. A human can refuse an unlawful order. A machine cannot. A human can hesitate. A machine cannot. Once lethal autonomy becomes normal, war stops being a human tragedy and becomes a technical process. Optimized, scaled, detached, and that should terrify us. Because the most dangerous wars in history weren't started by malice alone, they were started by miscalculation. AI doesn't understand context, or history, or unintended consequences. It understands patterns, and patterns can lie. This is the line humanity is standing on right now. Use AI to assist human judgment, or allow it to replace it. The decision we make won't just shape warfare, it will shape what it means to be responsible for taking a life. And that's why this conversation matters. That's why it can't stay locked inside military briefings and UN committees. And that's exactly why we talk about it here on Machine Money Media. No hype, no fear-mongering, just the real implications of machines, power, and money colliding at global scale. If this made you pause, like this video. If you think more people need to understand what's at stake, share it. And if you want to stay ahead of how technology is reshaping war, security, and global power, subscribe to Machine Money Media, because the future of conflict won't be decided by who shouts the loudest. It will be decided by who controls the machines.